Okay, so imagine this, a day where it feels like the universe is, I don't know, actively helping you, like really supporting your big ideas, your creative moments. A time when all the cosmic pieces just click into place, giving you exactly what you need for that next breakthrough. Well, that's what we're diving into today, a specific date, August 16th, 2025. Our mission really is to unpack what's going on that day, the opportunities, the insights, maybe even the little challenges hiding in there. We want to help you figure out how to harness all that energy for your own growth. And we've got some fantastic source material to guide us all from Tarot by High C. There's an Astrology of the Day reading, a TarotScope with this really interesting figure, the Queen of Spirals, and also a beautiful story called Threads of the Sky that kind of ties it all together.
Yeah, it's a really rich set of resources for this specific day.
So let's jump in. What's the general vibe, the cosmic climate for August 16th?
Well, the reading describes it as a marathon of harmonious aspects to the moon in Gemini, which sounds intense, maybe, but it really translates into this exciting intellectual adventure of supportive energy.
An intellectual adventure, I like that.
Exactly. And the key thing is the insights and opportunities you might find aren't just, fleeting thoughts. They seem to hold special significance for long-term growth. It's quite potent.
So it's like the universe is really going all out, offering like all the tools you might need for a breakthrough.
That's the feeling, yeah. The source material paints this picture of all the planetary teachers gathering specifically to support your next step, your evolution.
Wow. Okay, so if the energy is that supportive, what kind of things should we be focusing on? What activities really shine on a day like this?
It's absolutely prime time for anything involving the mind and connection. So think learning new things, networking, definitely writing,
Okay.
or really any activity that involves pulling together different threads, different ideas, and weaving them into something coherent. Synthesis is key.
Makes sense with Gemini moon. But is there a flip side? Too much mental energy can sometimes be a lot.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
hit it. The guidance does warn about potential pitfalls. One is emotional detachment. It might be easier to talk about feelings than to actually feel them,
Yeah. Getting stuck in your head.
Precisely. And you could also feel curious but scattered, like pulled in a million directions by interesting ideas and distractions.
I know that feeling.
Yeah, and conversations, they could be totally brilliant, or they could just leave you feeling drained. Or maybe even both at the same time. It's stimulating, but it definitely asks you to be mindful.
Okay, mindful navigation, got it. You mentioned planetary teachers earlier. Can we break that down? Who are these teachers and what specific energies are they bringing to the table, especially around midday?
Absolutely. Let's look at the midday aspects. First, the Gemini moon forms a harmonious link, a sextile, with Saturn. Saturn brings structure. So your quick Gemini thoughts suddenly get a framework. They become more solid.
Okay, structure, that's helpful.
Then the moon links up right next to Uranus. That's a conjunction. Uranus sparks innovation. This is where you get those sudden flashes, the aha moments, new ways of looking at things.
So structure meets unexpected ideas. Interesting combo. What else?
There's more. The moon also forms another easy connection, a sextile, with Neptune. Neptune provides inspiration, that dreamy, intuitive flow of creativity.
Ah, the artistic touch.
Exactly. And then a really supported aspect, a trine, with Pluto adds depth. This allows for those really profound insights, maybe uncovering some hidden truths or motivations. It gives the whole experience weight.
Structure, innovation, inspiration, depth. That's quite a powerful mix just for the middle of the day.
It really is. It's layering these different energies together.
And what about the evening? Does the energy shift things?
It does, yeah. It sort of brings things toward action. As evening comes, the Gemini moon connects harmoniously, sextile, with Mercury. Mercury offers clarity.
Ah, perfect. After
Okay.
all that input.
Right. Your thoughts sharpen. Communication becomes easier. It helps you articulate all those insights you've been gathering. And finally, there's a trine that easy flow again with Mars. Mars infuses everything with the energy to act. So it's not just about thinking brilliant thoughts. It's about having the drive, the courage to actually do something with them.
Wow. So you've got the ideas, the structure, the inspiration, the depth, the clarity, and then the push to make it happen.
Exactly. It's the whole package, really.
When you put it all together like that, structure, innovation, inspiration, depth, clarity, action, how does that create this supportive environment you mentioned? What's the big picture feel?
The big picture is this incredibly dynamic, almost like custom-built support system for your mind and creativity. It's not just random aspects happening. They weave together. Think of it like different instruments playing in harmony.
A symphony, maybe.
Yeah, a symphony is a great way to put it. This day isn't just about having ideas. It's about how to ground them, spark them up, give them meaning, make them clear, and then, crucially, move forward with them. It's like a whole cycle.
That's fascinating. And speaking of weaving things together and moving ideas forward, that leads us perfectly to the archetypal guide for the day, doesn't it? The Queen of Spirals.
Yes, from the TarotScope. She's also called the Muse.
The Muse. And her core message sounds really important, especially with all this mental energy. Ideas alone are not enough. They must be woven into patterns that inspire and endure.
That hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? And it connects directly back to all those planetary energies we just talked about: structure, innovation, inspiration, and so on. She highlights how curiosity is the spark that lets you move between all those different modes.
So curiosity connects structure, innovation, inspiration, all of it.
That's the idea. You might feel really mentally lit up, just chasing connections between seemingly unrelated things, people, ideas, subjects you never thought could mix. It's that exciting, buzzing feeling.
It sounds amazing, but also potentially overwhelming, like we talked about earlier.
Exactly. And the Muse knows this. She gives that crucial warning. Brilliance without grounding becomes noise.
Noise, yeah.
With so many channels open, the temptation to just flit from one shiny idea to the next is huge. Scattering your energy is the big risk here.
So how does she advise we handle that? How do we stay focused amid all the potential brilliance?
Her counsel is really key. She says to choose one or two key threads and follow them deeply. Don't try to grab everything. Go deep, not just wide. That's how you give depth and weight to inspiration, how you let structure frame visions.
Focus on a couple of threads. Discernment.
That's the word. Discernment is vital. It's about making conscious choices about where you put that amazing energy.
And if you manage that, if you follow her advice,
then the potential is huge. The guidance says that's when clarity and courage converge. It makes this day a potential hinge moment for our long-term evolution. Every chat, every little insight, every subtle aha, it could be a seed for the next version of you creatively, intellectually, spiritually.
a hinge moment. That feels significant.
It really does.
Okay, to really feel this, let's dive into that story. Threads of the Sky. It sounds like it illustrates all this beautifully. How does it start?
It starts with the Muse waking up before dawn. She feels this, tremor in the air. And the sky over her garden looks like a giant loom strung with threads of starlight.
Wow.
Yeah. And each thread has its own pulse, its own rhythm. Some are slow and steady, like Saturn's heartbeat. Others are quick, electric, like Uranus's electricity. It visually captures those planetary energies.
So she sees the energies as threads. What does she do?
She steps out barefoot into her garden, which smells like rosemary and lemon balm, lovely detail, wearing this gown marked with spirals. And she's carrying a basket just overflowing with multicolored threads. Each one feels warm, humming with a story that hasn't been told yet.
It's like she's gathering the day's potential.
Exactly. And the story then shows how those planetary teachers we discussed actually contribute to her weaving. Saturn, Mr. Structure, literally brought the frame for her tapestry.
Okay, makes sense.
Uranus, the innovator, brought the unexpected colors, those flashes of brilliance. Neptune added that haze of dreamlight, the inspiration. And Pluto whispered truths that made the threads glow from within, adding that depth.
So the planets are actively participating in her creation.
Yes. And it mentions that Mercury and Mars, clarity and action, would arrive later, bringing their gifts to the weaving, too. It makes the astrology feel so tangible.
I love that. So as she weaves, what appears on this cosmic tapestry?
All sorts of images start showing up. Winged messengers, branching paths, and spirals of crystal light. But more than just images, she feels connections forming through the weaving.
Connections, like what?
Connections between people who had not yet met. Connections between questions and their long-lost answers, even connections between the present moment and a future still unimagined. It really emphasizes that synthesis potential of the day.
That's powerful, weaving the future almost.
In a way, yes. Then someone comes to her garden. A young scholar, looking bright but also really tired.
Someone feeling the pressure of all those possibilities.
Exactly. He's searching for a way forward but feels totally overwhelmed. He says, every path splits into 10 more and I can't choose. That's the Gemini scatter we talked about, personified.
Totally relatable.
Oh.
So what does the Muse do? Does she show him the whole tapestry?
No, and this is key. She doesn't overwhelm him more. She just smiles, reaches into her basket, and pulls out one single thread. a pale blue strand that smelled faintly of lavender and salt.
Just one thread.
Just one. And she tells him, follow this, not all at once, but steadily. You'll know where it leads when you've walked far enough to see the pattern. It's that exact advice. Choose a thread, follow it with focus. Discernment in action.
Wow. That's beautiful advice. Simple but profound.
Isn't it? And the story ends with night falling. The tapestry is glowing, filled with the day's work. The Muse is sitting beside it, content. And somewhere else, the scholar is holding that single blue thread, taking his first steady step. The planets, it says, are pleased.
Pleased with the work. It really drives home that message. Even with infinite potential, focused action on your chosen path is what matters. Finding your thread.
Precisely. It's about discerning what's truly yours to follow amidst all the cosmic noise and opportunity.
Okay, so wrapping this up, August 16th, 2025, sounds like it holds really extraordinary potential. A rare alignment, a day where the universe seems to be offering pretty much every tool for intellectual and creative leaps.
It's definitely potent.
But, and this is the big but from the Muse and the scholar, harnessing it requires focus. It demands discernment. It's not about chasing every shiny object, but about choosing your threads with intention.
Exactly. Get that right. And it truly could be a hinge moment for your growth, your evolution.
A hinge moment. So the final thought to leave everyone with, perhaps drawing from the Muse and the scholar.
Yeah, maybe ask yourself, considering all this potential, all the possibilities swirling around on that day, how will you identify your single thread?
Right. Amid all the distractions, what one insight or connection or idea feels like yours to follow?
And can you trust it? Can you follow it steadily, like the scholar, trusting you'll see the pattern unfold for your own next level?